Alright, everybody, we are back. We are live. We are on air once again. Welcome to the stream. Colorgasmic, hello. Sad Boy Solari, also in the stream over on Twitch. Welcome, one and all. I am doing fantabulous. How are you? Yes, you are already entered for that one. So, on that note of the dross, the person that we are increasing the giveaway. So, the current one still contains these two pop figures, Boba Fett and Charizard. I'm going to be grabbing a third pop figure. I didn't grab it ahead of time because I did not yet know whether or not the person who won these last month would opt in or opt out. They opted out. I actually spoke to them within the time limit, and they said that it's okay. Let's pass it on and increase it by one. So we're increasing the prize pool by one. I'm going to stick with the pop figures until someone claims all of them.
You are.
Exactly. Honestly, it's kind of... That's why I turned it into that whole... Kind of like that little trend thing where it's like, do you want $20 or should I double it, give it to the next person? Same idea, but it's with singular pop figures. Not actually doubling it, just increasing the prize pool by one. And we'll see how big this collection gets. I'm going to try to get different ones each time. But this time, when I grab the next one, I guess I'm just going to fucking grab two of them. I've been waiting and not grabbing a prize early, but then it's like, kind of like your question, well, what one are we getting? So it's like, it's kind of a surprise. You know what two of them are, but the third one, who knows? We'll see what happens at the end of the month. If the person opts in for the prize, I may just throw the fourth one in, and then it literally is doubled. We'll see, because I am going to grab two this time. But after I made the decision last month, if you haven't already, Colorgasmic, do !Discord in my chat.
What?
Please hop into the Discord, because if you are not there for the announcement, you're going to have basically about a week after. And then it's like, okay, you don't get it, because trying to reach people that never joined the Discord is a little challenging. And the third, I haven't picked it up yet. What I have in mind is, I've already seen this pop figure, the Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. He's eating noodles. Thought it was kind of cute. Because we got one from Star Wars, we got one from Pokemon. I'm just trying to get in different genres of where the figures come from to keep it all mixed up. Because why not? Once this set of prizes is won, I am probably going to get another Gundam action figure for the next prize. That was so far the most popular prize. This whole doubling the prize pool thing, or increasing the prize pool more accurately, wasn't happening before. People were just accepting the prize, but I was trying different prizes out, trying to find which one was, the best. Clearly pop figures were not it, but I'm kind of locked in until they're won. Flash Tommy, love it. Welcome, man. Thank you for the follow. Where's my collection? Did I move? No, I don't actually own any. But that's untrue. I own a singular pop figure that was ever mine, and I won it in a different friend's giveaway, and that was this Obi-Wan bobblehead. I personally never got on the bandwagon for pop figures. I just thought it's a reasonable cost prize for me to do as a free giveaway, so I would pick one of those up and let's see how they go. And I back in May, I grabbed Boba Fett. I'm like, it's May the 4th be with you, right? I thought that would have been popular. End of the month, guy that won didn't want it. Like, well, shit, what do I do with this thing? I could have done a redraw, but I'm like, why don't I just do carry on to the next month, grab a second one, and then we had Charizard. And that person didn't want it. So it's like, fuck. Alright, so we got Boba Fett, we got Charizard, and we need a third one. So, I'm getting there, eventually. So, yeah, third one is the mystery until I grab it. I have an eye on one that I want to grab, but we'll see. And just keep doing it. See how it goes. But enough about me and my failings at doing a giveaway over the last 2 months due to people not wanting the prize. Once someone takes these pop figures, I'm never getting them again. It's just, I don't like carrying them over like that. I feel like eventually, if no one takes these prizes, I'm going to have a collection of pop figures. Off to the gameplay. All right. Yes, welcome. You got it. You're entered in. Good stuff. Oh, and the other thing that I may not have mentioned, anyone that entered in the previous months where no one claimed a prize, I'm letting all the entries carry forward. So normally you have to enter every month. And also, please join the Discord using exclamation mark Discord to get the link, because I will announce the winner on there if you're not attending the live stream at the time when I do the draw. It will be posted there so you can see whether or not you won. I very much appreciate you doing so, because again, trying to seek out people through like DMs and that to be like, hey, you know, kind of, you won, don't you want this? It can be a bit of a pain because people don't always check their DMs. So please, if you'd be so kind, I'll even type in the command myself to those that have not. There is the link. Please join, and you will be able to see when the winner is drawn at the end of the month. Or this one, maybe it'll be you. You don't want to miss out if you actually want these prizes. Alrighty, so I was moving around some inventory earlier. I got a bunch of stuff that I'm just going to sell. I don't need these. Yeah. And I'm gonna have a friend joining me when they're done eating. I'm going to do some of the multiplayer in this game. Haven't actually done much of the multiplayer in No Man's Sky. Most of what I played way back when was all the like vanilla.
Yeah.
Eventually, yes. There he is,
Yeah.
Devilish. Welcome.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
It's fun with a certain trigger words where stuff is setting off those alerts. I'm amused. So far, I think they have a 30-second cooldown before another one can go off. Not sure. I may have to increase it to a minute if it gets too excessive, but I'm still trying to find that sweet spot. But yeah, all these level C. Oh wait, I can't sell them here. That's right. I already knew that. I have to go to the space station. Exchange them for nanites. Do 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 do. I also need to tweak my announcement timer. Since I changed it to be through the bot I'm making, it's just simply going off every, I think it's 15 or 20 minutes. I need to code in a counter for chat lines too. That way it's a little less excessive. Yeah, work in progress. I am trying to code that thing from scratch. And it works between YouTube, Twitch, and Kick simultaneously. Though I say that even though currently Kick is, or not Kick, YouTube is blocking it. And get it eventually. First I thought it wasn't working, then I realized that it's because I have a stack of them. I have so many C-class fucking things. I have a whole container full of A and S. I was, so I learned how to obtain a particular item, and I decided to obtain a bunch of them, and then I was using them and seeing what upgrades it would pump out. Majority were C class, but even got some S class, A class, and Bs from it that were half decent. But the majority that pumped out were C class upgrades, and it's like, yeah, I don't really need to keep these. Even when it comes to handing people free stuff, it's like, I'm not going to give you a C class one that you can find just about anywhere.
What?
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 What'd you say?
What'd you say?
What? What?
What?
What'd you say?
Now that being said, that particular one is worth over 1,000 nanites. That's interesting. This is also why it's like I just like never run out of resources. I will fucking sell them forever. How many launch thruster ones did I have? Frick me. And of course I can't sell multiples at once because that would be too convenient. I did open a bunch of different ones too just to see. 7 left, okay. There we go. And it was this guy, memory fragments, that I had a bunch of. I basically just had a planet where I bought a bunch of like, oh, what are they called? You go to the guy over here. I can't think of what his job title is. Like, first I got a quest that told me about something on a planet. Then I went to the cartographers, and I was in a system with like, I think 1 planet in it, which made it so much easier. And I purchased a fuck ton of these, and I just kept using them and using them and using them, getting all the markers. Did a quick travel around, and then it's like pretty much everything that's left is the good shit. So like once I knew where pretty much everything on the planet was, just a matter of coasting around in between. One thing I do intend to do more of, though, because I haven't yet, I have a bunch of the things to do it. I just haven't actually been turning them in. I have a full stack, I think, in my inventory. Yeah, I do. Emergency singles to explore derelict freighters and get upgrades for freighters. So it's like, okay, gotta be doing more of those. Then I got these guys. I haven't exchanged any of them in. I'm up to 20 so far. To look for a sentinel pillar. Haven't done them yet. Yeah, I got... It's funny. I have a bunch of resources. I have a bunch of items for doing a lot of different types of missions, but I haven't used most of them. Like, I only just got my first living ship. Yeah, I just got that. Like, you told me about it. I was like, oh yeah, I hadn't done that yet. I just crafted the things that were required and then did it. Because I'm like, oh yeah, living ships were a thing. I never bothered with that. It's like, I was basically at the point I just had to craft a thing. I already had many encounters with them randomly, but I just never bothered with the quest. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do it. It's a C-class vessel, which is like, eh. I'll have to figure out how I get more of them, but, you know, just it's a thing. And it's like pretty much everything. Is it this one? Yeah, pretty much all the stuff in here, I will just give people. I actually have more of the Sentinel boundary mats too. And I collected 10 of the Eileen brains, so if you want to get yourself Sentinel ships, that's required. This guy, I might actually hold on to that. I haven't actually seen them come up in a while. I've had that since like forever ago. And then this one has a full stack of some shit. Like, not entirely full stack. Some of them I opened. Like, these are some Sentinel mods that are pretty nice. Okay. Well, I definitely got enough nanites. Considering I got 800,000. Need to adjust the no to... Yes, sweetie. I think it tastes amazing. Your mom did a great job. I like those of that one, and then I think in 7 I have more. Yep. Some of these, and these also came from the memory fragments, where just literally just pre-packed regular devices. So it's like if you don't have the plan for it already, you're good. Just fucking install it. A lot of different things. That's great. For a person who's done minimal content, I have definitely done a lot of harvesting. Yeah, I got my Normandy up there from that event. There's my living ship there. It's alive! Yeah. Normandy SR1. Beautiful. Funny enough, that was actually back when I got back into No Man's Sky at least a little bit. When the Mass Effect Trilogy remaster was coming out, and then they announced that whole little thing with No Man's Sky. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going to play that game again. Never even touched the expeditions before that. I haven't actually done a lot of them because, like, you start from 0 again. It's like, I have all these things. But I would look up, so far when I've looked up the rewards for doing the expedition, none of them have been like, I want that. Because they don't just keep handing out Normandies, right? Huh. Also, even though I'm technically 1 warp away from doing another check for a capital ship, as long as I warp from within my freighter, it doesn't trigger the event, so I'm good. I just need to do all my traveling with my fleet. And then I can go to a pirate thing with the 5% spawn chance later. Like, as much as I, put in some quick effort into creating, like, my little back end of the ship, it's like, well, fuck. Not much point doing so unless I can get all the good stuff, right? I mentioned that this happened to be a pirate-controlled place. Wasn't even paying attention to it. It's just how it worked out. Like, every time you meet one of these guys, you just quickly go through the stuff. Give me another word, thank you. I've done more Korvax conversations than anything else, so I do get a few of them where I see all the words. Gotta keep upgrading. And Devil shows that meal coming. You almost done? We Bade Guy, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for entering. Please also join the Discord so you can see the announcement for who wins. Because the last 2 months, I guess now 3 months, I should say, the winners have opted to say no to the prize, and we've been increasing the prize pool by 1. I only have 2. Currently, it is these 2. Should probably switch to the camera that shows it better. These 2 pop figures, Boba Fett and Charizard, from the previous 2 months. The new one for this month I had yet to pick up because it wasn't until recently that I learned the answer from the 3rd winner, whether they were accepting the prize pool or increasing it by 1 and passing it on to whoever wins next. And they're increasing it by 1. I am going to pick one up. I have one in mind that I want to grab, which is another pop figure, of course, because I'm just keeping with the theme until they're all 1. Which is a one from Demon Slayer that features Tanjiro eating some noodles, because I think it's hilarious and very fitting to the character. But we shall see how that goes. I may grab another one at the same time just to get ready for the next month, because who knows if whoever wins this month is going to take them all, or gonna say, F it, just keep increasing the pool, and I'm gonna end up having a collection of these damn things. It's funny, I don't actually collect them myself, never have, but thanks to how this has been going with the giveaways recently, it's like I'm getting a collection that I'm not even keeping. Where's the... what do we got for sale over here? Ooh, we got a shiny on stream Cricket Tot. I can't speak. Anyone wants to add that to their team? Now's the time. Oh, C-Class Heavy. Oh, I don't care. I would like them to be like, if I decline, that it doesn't show a marker for it anymore, or at least a way to remove their marker. B-Class, not bad. Pretty sure I already got like a couple of S-Class or A-Class of exploration though. Fleet over there. Something I forgot to do when we got here. Always build these on one of your freighters if you haven't. I just realized, let me check. Do I have the right mission even being followed? Am I doing... Like, it's weird that it wants me to go to a specific planet. Like, I've gone to Viking systems, and none of the cartographers let me advance that quest. It's like, I don't know if I bugged it, or if I genuinely just needed to go to, like, a system that was near me when I originally got it, and I've just traveled fucking way too far. Grab a beverage. Ah, yeah. Oh, nope. I gotta go to the station. Gotta go to the station and get my
お
suit
前はも
upgrade.
う死んでいる。何？
Alright, oh, let's get that other minigame showing. That stuff going on in the chat. E-class, not bad.
Product received. Product received. Product received.
That's another thing. I have not done exocrafts. I think I tried doing the submarine on a different playthrough at one point. But I just haven't even touched that storyline. I have yet to even find the guy to man the workbench. I know he's a Viking, but...
Product received.
Yes, sweetie.
Product
Can I
received.
mute? Yes, I can. Okay. Kids are cute sometimes. He's a cartographer. I Sometimes I wonder if there's a way to indicate if you've, like, reached a limit on the amount of words. I don't know if the game actually intends you to learn every word in their freaking language, or if it only lets you get to a point, and I'm doing some of this for nothing. Sometimes I wonder if I've actually already learned a word that it's telling me I've just learned. Doesn't help that I've had multiple playthroughs. And this is just my most recent good one. I think my very first playthrough got like bugged out after a couple updates, and I was kind of forced to restart. Haven't been here in a bit. There you are.
Yeah, I had to put away dinner and I had a lot of dishes. So
That's right.
you're all good. I'm trying to, I keep trying to join again, because basically I could just join in through your session and just keep sitting. Well, never mind. Now the session something, basically it was just telling me lost connection to the host.
It's probably because I also didn't set it up as an online game.
You don't necessarily need to, but you can, try it out, maybe like get out and then come back and see.
I just went into the whatchamacallit hub.
Yeah, they're not.
But it already has like a save at that point, so Quit to mode select. Multiplayer. Yeah, I am fine either way. I can happily join your session, whatever you want.
Let's join yours, because I'm curious to see if whatever bases that you've made and stuff. I'm really curious. I'd like to see that. I don't.
In
have
truth,
any.
I only really have my freighter base. I might have tried building a base at one point. I think like there was a time when I tried just building an underwater base.
Oh, that'd be
But I never even finished it. Like the base building aspect of this game, I practically ignored. I still have quests with all of my freaking vendors.
Yeah, I wasn't into the whole base building either. I mean, when you have everything unlocked, then it's nicer because then you have all the decorations and stuff. But and you can find stuff on those derelict freighters too. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I've started doing those.
Yeah, they're fine to do. It's the only way to really get that tainted metal, and then there's some other stuff too. But I'll see if I can join you again once it loads in.
Yeah. I'm actually wondering if because I'm streaming, that's part of the issue though. Because I remember someone else tried to join me the other night. Like it might just be too much for my bandwidth.
Yeah, it does keep saying. Well, you know what we can do too, because it really doesn't matter. It's the way that this works actually. You know, if you're joining my sessions, whatever area that you're currently in, you'll just have that'll be your restore points on the next second of the game. And so let's say you're at your underwater base. Well, when you join my session, you won't be in the same system as I am. But you can always go to your underwater base whenever you're done. You want to do some solo stuff, you'll be back. You'll have everything saved except your position.
Makes sense.
We can teleport to some of these. We can actually, and I person who built the base has it. But basically, we can build the base together.
That's cool.
Pretty much full control as long as you or I put the computer down and make a biggest out of you to do anything. Honestly, I was almost thinking that because I've never seen how it's done, and I want to do more research. But I think we definitely need to make some sort of racetrack easily because of the fact that there's racetrack parts.
That's fair. Like I said, I still haven't even made an exocraft. Like I might have got like the submarine one at one point, and then I like left it alone again. Did not finish the quest line because I got bored.
Have you not done any of the exocraft stuff?
No, I haven't even been able to find a freaking vendor to take over the little kiosk that I built.
Okay, how about the settlement stuff? You've done those? Any of the
Barely. Like I said, there's portions of this game I never touched.
You have the sentry though, right?
Nope.
Not even the sentry? Oh,
Yep.
God. Oh, that's a funny quest because you get a little sentinel sentry companion. But if you keep going through the quest, he eventually will basically be like, oh yeah, we need like Big Brother, and it's basically you get those like sentinel like walkers, not the walkers, the heart frame units. You basically make one of those. So if you turn the mimic
That sounds cool. Like I said, there's portions of this game I never touched. They kept coming out with stuff and different updates. I played vanilla. I played the first, at least a portion of the initial like base building update that came out, and then I pretty much put the game down up until the Mass Effect Trilogy remaster release when they had that expedition with Normandy.
Yeah, I really wanted to do that one too. I wish I got into this game as well. Somebody said it wasn't. I wasn't.
I got it, like I was cool and all, but it's like that's just it. Like I did those things, and then it's there's many chunks of content that were kind of being thrown at me at once while I was doing that, because it's like all these new things have been added over the last few years, and I never touched the game. So I might have started portions, but I ignored almost all of it.
Sure. Honestly, even the base building in this game, especially with the amount of materials you have, it's honestly, I thought it was going to be more jank, but it's really great just because it's less.
Thank you, sweetie.
it's less like Fallout 4 base building and more. I don't know. It's just having control of the camera's really nice too. The parts lock on. You have snap control. You have free control. I mean, it feels pretty good. There's some insane stuff that I've seen people do too.
Sweet.
But I never really got into it either until the people who I was playing with. That was so Rin Renoka, the one that raided you in these wars. So her and her group are playing it. So she's got one other person that's pretty much played the game before, and it's probably up to the state where you got, where it's like, yeah, just got everything, but there's some other stuff I'd like to get or haven't done. And then there's two other people who were probably the most spoiled because they pretty much got put stuff handed to them on a silver platter. But they're new to the game. They're very new.
Oh, I can hand them all kinds more, as you know.
Yeah, I mean, mostly, at least from this game, something new I did too is making a couple of different farming for extractors. Those were interesting to kind of do. So mineral extractors, gas extraction. Never do anything on that. I know livestock's a thing too, but I don't know how worth it that is.
Yeah, I haven't tamed a creature yet. I've seen the option to countless times, and I'm like, eh.
Oh, you haven't even tamed a creature?
No.
Man.
It's a whole portions of this game I never touched.
Dude,
I was too busy playing other things.
That's such the
Like,
best
when it
thing.
comes to just like mining materials, you know, cool.
Yeah, you
Like,
gotta-
even Star Citizen, a game that I very much enjoy and do want to play more of in the
really?
future,
Okay.
I got the mining ship as soon as I could.
Okay.
And I like mining. Like, that is just something I like doing. So that is the portion of this game I have done the most of.
Gotcha. I know a few other people who played Star Citizen as well. I don't think I know anyone personally, but I've heard it come around once again, so.
It's a great game, but you have to understand it's an alpha, and some people just don't get it.
Yeah, I know it's got some other what do you call it? Well, some controversy behind it too, a bit, doesn't it? Starfield.
It does, but the biggest argument I can have in its defense against many of the people that complain is, well, the easiest thing I do is to compare it to a AAA title that is maybe not as massive, but of a similar, it's an easy enough comparison. So, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Okay.
Very big game. And yes, they're still adding to that game. I am aware of that. There's
Right.
a whole other mod community to it, and this, that, the other. But just thinking of the original base game, that game was likely in development by this big AAA studio with hundreds of employees for maybe 10 years before we even heard tell of it.
Yep, absolutely.
And then, like, we heard tell of it closer to release when they already had something to show for it. Then Star Citizen, it was a Kickstarter with not a single line of code done. And we have had every step of the way access to information on it. Every playable portion of the game that's been available is released and we can play. They've been adding to it and adding to it and adding to it, but it started out as barely anything. And that's the biggest difference. People are thinking, oh, when I pay, $50 to play a game, I expect the game to, not be buggy and all this. Like, yeah, when you're buying some AAA big title, that's what you should expect. But that's not what this is. It wants to be, and it one day, maybe not a decade from now, it might reach that point. But both the benefit and the drawback to being able to play it as it's being developed is that has been slowing down its development. Because though people find bugs, there's all these people that are just constantly, well, essentially giving everybody a hard time. And they're constantly dealing with all this influx of tickets for these issues, and then half their dev team is being sent towards bugs that, for all they know, they might have ironed out accidentally while just continuing to, make other parts of the game. Yeah, it's in development hell, but it's in development hell because the community is putting it there.
Interesting.
The game has great potential.
Sure.
And it will be a main game that I play once it reaches that point. Like, yes, have I played it much in like the last year? No, I haven't. Do I still follow its development? Absolutely. I'm waiting.
That's good to know. I mean, I wasn't even too much aware of the game's presence as much. Yeah, probably just because I just never had. When did it come out? Like, what, 2014? 2013? Pretty early.
Something like that. Something like that. It's been a few years.
I've played 7 Days to Die, and it's still in early access. Like, that's alpha. That's still in alpha.
Yeah.
So
That's the other thing. You got to think of the scope. They could have done what No Man's Sky here did, and do a procedurally generated universe that's mostly empty. But they didn't they made it procedurally assisted. Difference being, instead of literally everything just being generated by a equation, it's being like they'll fill out an initial chunk of space to get, like, essentially you got the sphere planet done, but okay, now we are going to manually add in anything of importance. So instead of them just like every structure being X distance apart across the entire thing, it's like, no, it doesn't need that. It's like, this planet will have like a big city on it. We're going to put that in manually. This, like, we need to have some caves here and there, sure. Like, those became procedurally assisted as well. But like, they just added extras, but all they do is generate a general blank canvas, and then they add in the details after. So they're not just adding in a massive universe at once, they're adding planet by planet, which takes longer. But I take it you haven't been able to join my game, so I should try to join yours.
Oh, yeah, no, we got sidetracked. Yeah, I was just pretty much waiting on you to do that. Just
No worries.
see if it,
You're Big Bad Guzma, right?
Yep, that is me. Oh, did it connect?
I don't know.
Hit it again.
It says joining lobby, not.
Yeah, so generally what's supposed to happen is, okay, fail to join lobby. Interesting. Yes, I mean, you should be able, theoretically, be able to do it. You know what I'm wondering, too? Even though, well, we are Steam friends, it shouldn't matter. But the other thing we could do, too, is try to add each other as No Man's Sky friends.
Maybe, I'm just curious.
Might work? I don't think we need to, but I'm going to add No Man's Sky friend code. Okay. Well, I can always try it and see if it works. I doubt it. Generally, you don't need this. Usually, you only need that friend code if, one, you're not friends on Steam, or
Starting to sound like it might be firewall related, but I've definitely joined someone else's game before.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a patch or two ago.
Man, you've already launched your game recently, too. I know generally with, like, for instance, I never played this game for a while, and when I had to join Rin, I had to launch the single player in order to play it, because I needed to implement the patch into that save file, basically. Let me see if I can just message you this friend code, if it would make a difference. I don't think it will, but you never know. there's that friend code. Check network code too.
I assume you sent it on Discord, so you gotta
Yep,
open that up.
Multiplayer is enabled. Can join my group. It's anyone. I can allow PvP with anyone. Oh yeah, yeah. Here it is. Yeah, base parts and add base parts. Friends. Literally, you can literally have add base parts and have from anyone. Oh god. Wonderful. Let him trade that off. Multiplayer is enabled on my end, so I mean, granted, you do see the prompt, so. See if it does anything different.
Aw, really? I can't copy and paste you stupid thing.
No!
Caps lock, damn it.
I love when that happens. Nothing.
Nothing, I'm just looking. Multiplayer is enabled. There was something else. I was just reading about issues, so.
Sure.
Welcome to Barbie's World, where you can dream of anything, like a camping adventure or a day on the water. The cool.
Go away, random ad about Barbies. What the hell?
Oh wait, yeah, no, I see that. Wait, what?
I'm gonna restart my game.
Yep.
Also, just before that, properties.
It should, what it should do is when you join in someone, it'll load the same file, so, or ask you what file to load.
Damn. Again, this game always.
Try to join that other person. Does it work? That Mad Dragon?
Well, before that, I got another idea.
You try another thing? Sure.
I'm gonna reboot my gaming PC.
Incoming raid.
Because I found that the game always takes longer the first load, and it seems to be saving part of it. Do something else, and oh shit! Rude.
What we doing is to go even further beyond. Please notice me,
Welcome,
senpai.
Raiders. Welcome to the stream, Lucky Benji Black. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for bringing community over here. As I was working out some problems in my game to play with a friend. Welcome, everybody. I'm EZBerry, variety streamer, average coder, and all-around fun guy. What can I say? Welcome in. Hope you choose to stick around for a little bit. We're
Yeah, you better
gonna
stick
have
around.
some
You're a
fun.
good streamer.
Yeah, that too. There is a couple mini games going in my chat. I guess, yeah, chat. Yeah, that's the word. If you want to check them out, one of which is Falconeer Fantasy. They're on the bottom left. That is played through some chat commands, such as this one here, to do a direction. And you can choose a class. It's like playing a classic Final Fantasy game, only difference being that it's all through Twitch chat. And it will save your progress. If someone else has it, you can essentially bring your character over to there. The other one being my Pokemon catching game. It's there on the bottom right. There's a Meltan up for grabs right now, using channel points for that one. Up to you guys if you're interested. But yeah, hi, welcome. Hey, I still doesn't want to join you.
You've been able. You said you were able to join others before.
Once or twice before, yeah, I definitely.
Now, put
that
forth
was-
your
was that on
maximum
stream?
effort, or you will fail.
Well, the other thing, the right, she went to the NPC. We'll move up again. Oh, right, I no longer have that beta code because that was the other thing. Going in the battle there. Do exclamation mark classes to see your class options. Then exclamation mark class followed by class name to pick. Have
お前はもう死んでいる。
Let's
何
wrap this up.
yeah. Long story short, the fixes for this, a lot of them just involve network issues. Restart the gaming system. Yeah, I tried that. No, don't want to do that. Use same game mode of the game for all players joining the multiplayer game.
Yeah, that's the weird thing though too. Is it's not. Even so, it should load up the instance, the file of which you're trying to join in. Like, if you try to join in Mad Dragon, what does it do?
I didn't even try, truthfully, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna
so
try yours one more
and
time.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Try it on him, because if anything...
No.
Nothing. Okay. So, well, I'm gone now. Okay.
So the exclamation mark skill, don't think is one of the commands off the top of my head. Oh, I just noticed that the Honor Fantasy disappeared. What the heck? Did the game crash? What? I haven't had that happen in a while. 1 second. I think it's the first time I've ever seen Falconeer Fantasy crash.
Does it auto launch? Or is that on your non-gaming computer?
Yeah, that was on my stream PC. I only rebooted my gaming PC.
That's right.
What the hell are you talking about?
I was surprised. There we go. Got it showing up again. And it's okay. These things happen. But there are the classes. Well, that's showing the levels for mine currently too. But to change a class, you just do exclamation mark class and say warrior, for example. And now I'm a warrior. Personally, I've been enjoying leveling up my druid. I'm genuinely wondering if it's because I'm streaming, because admitting the last time I joined anyone's game, I wasn't streaming.
That's what I was wondering too. The one time you can't do it streaming. Bandwidth though, that's crazy though, I think. Weird that the game would even just determine that in the first place.
Yeah. Boggling my mind a little here.
Yeah. It's a little weird actually to think that.
Very disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
I reduce the quality of the game, maybe.
I don't think that would be the thing, but
Restart required, that's fine. Like, if it works, I don't even care.
Well, yeah, if that's the case, maybe I should join you instead. Just leave out of this. Quit to... yeah, just quit the game. Just, I would say launch a session and see if that works. We'll see what I can try and do. And you're just in normal mode, right? There's not a mode difference, even it wouldn't really matter, but...
I'm pretty sure I am just in normal mode.
Yeah. Wouldn't really make a difference. I don't know if you're able to join people like on an exhibition one, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't load in the files even when you try to join.
That's true.
Well, it's kind of funky since I'm able to join right in.
I 100% think it's on my end, whatever the issue is.
Yeah. I don't want to say that though.
No, my honest thought is that it's the network. Because I'm live streaming and I'm also multi-streaming to 3 different platforms, it's just too much.
Oh god, that's why. Wait, what's the third platform are you doing Kick too?
Yeah, Kick, YouTube, Twitch.
Okay, so I figured YouTube. Yeah, that easily could be it, especially 3 different platforms, yeah.
No, if it doesn't work, it won't hurt me any. I will end the stream on Kick and YouTube.
You do that for me, Barry?
Oh yeah. You're gonna spend the whole stream just troubleshooting at this point.
Nah, you know what? If anything, if only Senpai was here right now, if he was playing, he'd be like, "Oh, you want to play some Omega Strikers?" Because we've been playing that recently now too. He got me into playing that because he really liked the music that was in there. And the gameplay of it, if you've ever heard of Omega Strikers, it came out in late 2022 for like actual like 1.0, otherwise it was a beta beforehand. It's essentially, it's kind of a mixture of like choosing a hero from like League, so they have their own sort of abilities, but it is essentially you're playing soccer. And there's yeah, so it's a 3v3 game. The characters all have their own unique kits, and yeah, it's honestly, the games kind of go pretty quick. The way to just get characters, obviously, you can either buy them with their premium or their semi-premium, but some of the characters that are on there are
Let's wrap
priced
this
differently. I
up.
think it's just because of how long the characters have been in there for. So usually starter characters are like 10k. You know, newer ones are gonna be like 50k.
This
and
one's
it's
gonna
pretty
blow
good
you
price
away.
difference. But honestly, the gameplay of it's pretty fun. You get some of those.
Oh.
You get some of those really good moments and stuff. So. It feels pretty fair too in terms of just like earning some of the currency, and the thing is too is the as Senpai found out, there are dailies, weekly, seasonal stuff. There's a battle pass, yada. He found out because there's a AI mode too. You can just, if you're like playing online with people, you just go right to the AI to get your dailies done.
Fair enough.
It's obviously not
Lost the middle battle there.
Yeah, it's like it wants to connect. It does say connecting, but then it does say fail to join.
Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. It's like,
I'm sorry, YouTube.